Hello everyone and welcome back to Rags to Riches. We have tons to do in this episode as always, so I'm going to get right into it here. I think we are going to start off here by doing a contract. Another plowing contract came up, or well, I'm not going to do it, but I am going to accept it. And we are going to get a worker started on that while I do a couple other things. I do want to hopefully get the potatoes in the ground in this episode. I'm not quite sure if it's going to happen because we do have a lot to do in between now and then. I'm just going to throw a weight on this tractor quickly just because it should probably have a counterweight on the front there for this plow. And then, yeah, I'll just back it out of the way here. And then I can hopefully just get a worker to start on that. So we're going to create a job for him. That's on a field right up here. So we'll get that going, start that job, and he should be able to take care of that, I think. So then I am going to jump into our sprayer, which should be over here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Enter vehicle. And I'll have to open this door. But yeah, we got our cotton field planted in the last episode there, but it still needs to be sprayed before we can move on. So I'm going to hop into the sprayer here. And then other than the spraying of the cotton field, I am probably going to do a... Oh, what am I caught on? Don't know what I caught on there. I guess the boom hit that door. But yeah, we are going to do a quick product sale as well, just because we have a decent price for the canola oil. So I figured we might as well sell that this month because that price is going down. So we'll get a little bit more money in the bank. And then while we're doing that, we might as well sell a couple other things too. So I'm going to stop by and sell that bread and our matzah over there as well. So yeah, just a couple quick things to sell this month. And then we will be able to move on to March. And then we have a ton more stuff to do. We're going to have a few different things to... Or wait, herbicides on the other side, isn't it? I'm just going to fill this thing up before we go down there. But yeah, we have a bunch of other stuff to plant as well next month. So we'll get this filled up quickly. But yeah, we're going to have sunflowers to plant and or potatoes to plant, hopefully, as well as I think we're going to do a little bit of grass work. We might do a little bit of mowing on that grass over there before we plow that in and replant that to something else. And then we have to plant a grass field down by our cattle barns over there as well. So yeah, lots of stuff to do. So I am going to try to power through as much as I can in this episode. Like I said, I'm hoping to get the potatoes in, but I'm going to probably kind of do that last, or aim to do that last. So I'm going to try to get through all of our other jobs first, but I am going to be making use of AI while we do that to try and hopefully power through these jobs a little bit faster. So I'm going to be doing a lot of work myself, but I am going to definitely be trying to utilize some workers as well to help me kind of get through everything a little bit quicker, just because, yeah, we're starting to make pretty good progress. We're getting pretty far on this map here, so yeah, at this point, just kind of trying to power through everything just to hopefully make sure things aren't getting too repetitive here. But so I'll just get the herbicide sprayed on this field, make sure we get rid of the weeds on here, and then yeah, we'll do a quick product sale, and then we can move on to March.
Moving forward.
All right, well, we got that field sprayed, so that cotton field should be good to go. We will have to do another fertilizer application on it next month, but other than that, it's going to be good for a while. So yeah, I am still going to go do a product sale here, but our worker is still making some progress on that field. So It's going to be a little while. We won't be able to move on anyway until he's done. So I actually think I'm going to run down and grab our disker with this tractor, and I'm going to get a worker started on the field just to the south of our yard there, because I think I'm going to plant that one back to oats again this year. And we don't have a direct drill for our seeder. We have direct planters, but not direct seeders. So we do have to cultivate before seeding. And yeah, I think I'm going to plant that field back to oats just like it was last year. So we will need to cultivate it first. So yeah, I'm going to get that cultivator out and send this one down there. I'm just going to get a worker to cultivate that field, I think, because I am going to have some more cultivating to do myself next month. So yeah, we'll just get a worker to do this one, and then I will jump onto the Volvo, and we'll get a load of some basic products loaded up. Like I said, not everything. We have a bunch of wood products we can sell that we might do next month if we need some more money. But yeah, for now, I think we're just going to do our bread and our canola oil and our probably our bottled goat milk and our buffalo mozzarella. And then hopefully by that time, the worker will be done with that plowing, and we should just be able to move on to March. Okay, we got that product sale done there. So as you can see, we're up to $312,000. I think I forgot to mention it before, but if you noticed, we were a little bit, or we had a little bit less money after spraying that field. It's because I went back to top up the fertilizer again on that sprayer, or not the fertilizer, the herbicide, after I was done spraying that field. And the herbicide tank actually ran out, so I had to refill it. So yeah, it was about 20 grand worth of new herbicide to fill that tank. So that's why the bank balance went down there. After that, if you missed it, sometimes I usually try to show that stuff in the time lapse, but sometimes it goes by pretty quick, so it's not always easy to catch sometimes. So I figured I would just let you know there. But yeah, with that product sale, we're back up over 300,000. So we have enough money now to buy our potato planter. So we're pretty good there. So yeah, we're pretty much good to move on. I was just grabbing this winch that I left down there before I forgot. I had to leave it down there when I was moving stuff around in the last episode there, but I think I'm going to bring this back over here because yeah, I think next month we're going to knock these trees down. So I'm probably just going to try to winch them over to our sawmill. That's probably going to be the easiest way to deal with these two trees. So yeah, I figured I would just grab that winch and leave that there. So let's check on our workers, see how they're doing. So, okay, looks like this guy is just about done plowing. He's basically just got like one lap around the outside left to do. So he should be almost finished there. And then, yeah, it looks like this guy is just about done as well. He's basically just got this one, or well, I guess two sides left on this field, so he should be done here pretty soon as well. So yeah, I guess we are just about ready. I already kind of ran around and checked on the goats. They should be fine. The sawmill is topped up, or well, not topped up, but it has enough to last us till next month. So maybe we'll just check on all of our other stuff here. So if we look at our buffalo, they still have lots of food, so they're doing good. We still have space in our slurry tank, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, goats have lots of grass, and our meadow should start growing again next month, I believe, so we're good there. And then our two cattle pastures, they still have a fair bit of hay. We'll probably have to top them up again next month. This one has even more, so yeah, these guys are doing pretty good as well. And then our horses still have lots of food. We have a massive stack of hay over in this feed zone here, so they should be good for a while because, yeah, they really don't go through very much at all. But maybe we'll just quickly clean these guys and maybe give them a little bit of a ride here while we're waiting for our other workers to finish up with those other jobs there. So yeah, let's take Pancakes out for a little ride here. Haven't been riding the horses a whole lot. But let's see if we can catch up to our worker here and see how they're doing. So yeah, we can definitely outrun this tractor here. These horses are fairly fast. So let's just take a look at this field. This was our corn field last year. But yeah, this one is going to get replanted to grass next month. So yeah, it is just about ready to go. I think we will have to cultivate this one as well because it's going to get seeded to grass. And I think we have to use that same like non-direct seeder to plant the grass, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to cultivate this one as well. I want to do a little bit more plowing on this field as well, just because we have a little bit of extra space over on this side that's not being used, as well as down here. I do want to still put in a road and stuff over here as well, so we're not going to plow like right up to these barns, but yeah, we are going to be able to plow this out a little bit wider, get a little bit more grass acreage in this area. So yeah, we'll have to do that next month there. Then we're going to have a bunch of other plowing to do as well. To kind of combine our fields together for our sunflowers, and then some plowing over kind of by Walter's place as well. So yeah, lots of stuff to do. Lots of stuff to do next month. So, oh man, look at how dirty this horse got. Or is that just weird shadows? Maybe it's just the shadows. But it looked like he was just covered in dirt there for a second. But yeah, now he looks fine, I think. So yeah, let's get him back in the stable. Did that actually make him dirty? Oh, where'd you go? Oh, how'd you get over there? Cleanliness, 7%. So yeah, it actually did make him pretty dirty. You can kind of see now he's got kind of dirt on his legs and stuff there. So he gets dirty pretty quick when you're riding him here. So I guess yeah, next time if I'm gonna ride him, it makes more sense to brush him after, I guess. So let's jump over. I saw a notification that our worker was done. So yeah, this guy looks like he's finished, so we can go in and complete or collect that contract. Get a little bit of extra cash for that. Not a whole bunch, but every little bit still helps, I think. So I'm just going to send this guy back. Just get a worker to take that tractor back. And then I don't have to worry about it. And then I'll bring this one back myself. I'll just bring him back to the yard. And then, yeah, I think we should be good to advance the month here. Okay, well, I'm just bringing this tractor back, and I just got to notice that the worker didn't manage to get down here because the target is unreachable. I left that disker kind of down by the horses there just because, yeah, I think we are gonna use that again on that field next month. So yeah, this guy didn't make any progress at all. I don't know what happened there. He just not figure out how to turn around on this road here. So yeah, I don't know. The worker thing, getting him to move tractors works pretty good most of the time, but sometimes it just kind of does weird stuff like that where it just can't quite figure out where it's supposed to go here. So yeah, anyway, I will just bring this guy back to the yard, and then yeah, we should be able to move on. Okay, got him back there. I refueled him and repaired that tractor and the plow as well. So yeah, I think we are good to go. I think that's all we had to do for this month, so I will just go ahead and sleep until March there. Probably going to start pretty early in the morning because, yeah, it is going to be a busy month. Lots to do in March here. Okay, good morning, everybody. Let's check our special offers here. And we got one of these combines come up again, but yeah, we've outgrown those a long time ago, so no use for us there. But we got a little bit more money in the bank just from kind of automatic product sales there, so yeah, started a little bit earlier this morning. We're up at 7, so yeah, I guess we will get to work here. So I'm going to start off just checking our contracts here, see if we have anything come up. So, okay, we have hoeing. We could probably do those. And we have weeding as well. We'll try and get those done with the hoe. If I remember right, sometimes the hoe didn't work for weeding contracts, or sometimes the weeder didn't work for hoeing contracts. I can't remember. I know that was an issue that we had a long time ago, but haven't really had to worry about it in a long time since we haven't really been doing contracts. But yeah, I guess I will accept all of these hoeing and weeding contracts here. Okay, so we got all 4 of those accepted for now. So I'll probably just get this tractor working on all of those, just kind of one after another. So he's just going to kind of be busy all day working on those jobs. But I believe our hoe is still down in that other shed there. So I'm actually going to see if we can get him to go to a destination again. So let's go over here, start that job. I'll just get him to do that. Well, I jump in the 9RX here and I'm going to go get our plow and I'm going to bring that down here and I'm going to, I think I'm going to plow in that little section of grass field there because that's not much to do. And then I am probably going to get a worker started on the cultivation of that field, but we'll see because we have quite a bit to do. But yeah, I think, yeah, that's probably what we'll do. We'll get a worker started. I'll plow that myself. We'll get a worker started on the cultivation. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start moving all of our grass equipment. Because I'm going to clean out this shed that's right in front of us here. Move everything out of there, and then we are going to sell that shed. And then we are going to kind of plow in this area where that shed is up to our new shed over there, as well as kind of plow in this field with the grass field over here. Kind of make one big field over here. So yeah, while the worker is doing the cultivating, I will work on getting that other stuff moved. Okay, well, we're on the plow here, but it looks like our other worker completed their task, so they are over here. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure our hoe was in this building somewhere, but it might be behind one of these other, yeah, it's behind this combine, so I'm going to have to move this out of the way first to be able to get in there. So we'll just, say, crash into another combine. And then, so yeah, I will just drop this plow off right here. Yeah, this is, I think, going to kind of be the staging area where I'm going to try to leave a lot of this stuff for our contract work, but we'll kind of see. We'll probably end up with stuff kind of everywhere, like usual, but that's fine. It's relatively easy with that go-to function. I can just kind of get the worker to go to wherever the other implement that we need is, so yeah, I'm not too worried about it, but I doubt he'll be able to get out of this shed on his own if he couldn't even figure out how to leave that field on its own before. But we should just be able to do that and then create another job, field work. And I guess maybe we'll just start with that one. And yeah, hopefully he should be able to figure that out on his own. So I'll bring this plow down and expand that field a little bit. And then probably hook it up to the cultivator and get a worker started on that. And then, yeah, I will start cleaning this shed out over here. Okay, I think that is going to be pretty good. Pretty happy with that now. Got that expanded a little bit. Not really going to make a huge difference to the yield, but there's a little bit of extra grass there now. And then I went in and kind of graveled out a little bit of this area, made kind of a road through here that kind of connects into this road. We don't have a ton of extra room for kind of driving around in here, but it doesn't really matter because you can drive on grass anyway. Like it doesn't get destructed like normal crops do when you drive on it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that should be fine. So now that we got that done, I think we're just going to come over here and I'm going to get a worker hired just to cultivate this field up for me. So we will get that started. And then our worker over here has already finished 2 fields. So I'm going to start him. Oh no, he is still working that field. I thought he finished that one. Oh, maybe that was just, oh, that is the 9RX. Okay, I need to pay attention to the active workers. Because I have more than one active worker at a time. But yeah, we can create a job for this guy, field work, and I guess we'll send him to this field next. And we'll start that job, and then I guess we can go in and collect these ones. So those ones really aren't worth a whole bunch, but we got an extra couple grand for doing those too. So we will just collect those, and then hopefully we'll get a few more coming up. I'm hoping we can get like some cultivating contracts or something to come up as well. And then, yeah, I guess I will jump into this vulture here, and I'm going to start just hauling all that stuff down from our grass field there. I think we are going to put our new grass shed kind of over beside the horse barn there. So I'm going to... Actually, I'll probably just leave all the stuff kind of in the yard here because I don't want it kind of in the way when we place that shed down over there. I'm not quite sure when we are going to do that because I kind of want to save our money for some other stuff for now. Where did that... Why is there a patch of gravel right there? That's weird. That wasn't there before, was there? Huh. Don't know what happened there. I don't think I've used any gravel over here, and I just realized that we still have our drawbar adapter on here. I guess it doesn't really matter. I think we can haul stuff with this anyway, but just going to have to remember to go put it back on that cedar at some point. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't really use any gravel at all over in that spot, so I don't know where that spot come from. I don't remember it being there before. But I think there was like another time before where I was kind of painting in one area and it just kind of made like it painted in like a totally different area that I wasn't even close to. It just kind of glitched out, and yeah, so I wonder if that happened there again, because I don't really remember doing any kind of gravel painting in that area in particular. So I wonder if that was just a bug. Oh my god, what is happening? That's not good. Okay, maybe I can't use that drawbar thing. That was very strange. Alright, well, I guess I will just drop this drawbar thing off here for now. What if we just go like this? Maybe I'll just throw this drawbar thing on the front of this tractor. Just so I don't have to try to remember to come back for it later. That works? Yeah, okay, that should work. Then we can just leave it there for now. And I'll move this other stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna just kind of move all this stuff down to the yard just to get out of the way. And then, yeah, I guess we can go ahead and sell this shed. I might have to grab a telehandler or something because we do have a couple pallets there. You can see that to the left of the shed. That we will have to move as well. But yeah, I will just get all this stuff moved out of the way so we can go ahead and sell that shed there. All right, well, we're just about done here. This guy said he had completed his task, but yeah, as I was leaving, there's a couple weird little spots that he missed here. I mean, this is kind of an unusual corner here. The AI workers seem to work best if you're using like perfectly square fields, but yeah, you'd think they would still be able to figure out how to get all these little spots. They do sometimes seem to have a little bit of trouble with these bigger implements though, so no big deal. We'll just quickly touch up that little area, and then I guess I might as well just kind of run down this side and make sure. Oh, look, you missed a whole section at the end there too. Man, these workers are kind of useless sometimes. But we'll just do a quick pass down here. Definitely one reason why I like doing things myself, especially on kind of irregular fields like this, but you would think you would be able to figure it out. But yeah, the AI workers are just not very smart. Guess if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself, but they do come in handy for kind of making quick progress here. Because yeah, we are actually making pretty decent progress. We got 2 fields cultivated here, and I managed to get all of our stuff moved out of that shed there. And it looks like another worker just finished with another weeding contract there. I did have another one come up that I accepted there. So it is pretty much ready to go, but I'm just actually going to stop here for a second. Let's turn this thing off because I'm just going to reload my game because I want to put that move placeable mods back in because we have a bunch of beehives right here that we're going to need to move here. And yeah, they do take quite a while to kind of pay themselves off with the honey production there. So it's kind of annoying to have to kind of sell them and rebuy them again because you kind of lose half of their value. When something like this, I think you would be able to move like fairly easy with a skid steer or any kind of loader or anything like that. Like it's basically just a wooden frame. Yeah, so I think for those beehives, we're going to use that move placeables mod. Okay, we are back. We should have that mod installed now. So I'm going to get this worker fired up again here because he has done that job. So we'll send him down to this field now. Get that one started, and we can go in and collect this this other weeding one. And do we have any other? No, nothing else new just yet here, but yeah, we will jump into the construction menu here. And yeah, I guess it's time to sell this bale shed. So we've had this thing for quite a while, so won't get a ton of money back for it, but we'll get that thing sold. And then I'm not quite sure what I want to do with these beehives. I mean, I should ideally kind of spread them out around this edge too, because we are going to do this as sunflowers, and the beehives do provide a yield bonus to sunflowers there. So I do kind of want to spread them out because there's only, like, they kind of have a limited radius that they're effective in. I'm not quite sure what that radius is, but yeah, as you can see, we kind of have beehives kind of spread out all the way around these fields already. So I would kind of like to spread them out along this side as well, but I'm worried they're going to be kind of in the way of the road, and especially for like plowing the stuff in. I don't want them to be in the way right now, so I might just kind of move them over to this spot for now, and then we could always kind of move them back again later. So yeah, not really going to use this mod to move most of my buildings because, yeah, like I said, most of them I feel like it's kind of unrealistic. But for stuff like this, I don't really feel bad about it because I think in real life you could move something like this pretty easily anyway. Just using a loader of some kind, and it's also not free even with this mod. So yeah, basically with this mod, all it does is give you kind of an option in this menu to move it. So yeah, you just click on that, and then it kind of shows you your axis here. So we can just kind of go like this, and then I guess we can move it up as well. So that's kind of interesting. I haven't really played around with this much before, so I'm not quite sure how it's going to work with like the level of the terrain. Like if it's going to like automatically do the terraforming or what. But yeah, I guess we'll just stick it over here for now somewhere. And then hopefully that's kind of out of the way. So yeah, once you kind of get it where you want it, you just hit back, and then, oh man. I knew it was going to charge me something to be able to move, but I didn't know it was going to be that much. So, all right, well, maybe that plan is out the window then, because that costs more than the beehive itself, I believe. So yeah, I guess we will cancel that because yeah, if we go down to our animals here, how much was a beehive? I can't quite remember, but yeah, these big ones are 3 grand. So yeah, I guess it doesn't actually make any sense to move those. So I guess that was a waste of time installing that mod. I didn't realize it would cost that much to move it just that far. So that's kind of silly, but well, what can you do? Oh, I guess right, I forgot I had another mod installed called the better sell or better, or what's it called? The better placeable sell prices or something like that. So yeah, I wasn't quite sure how that works. The only thing I really knew was that it like it allowed you to sell buildings for the same price if it's the same month that you bought it in, which just makes it a little bit easier so you don't have to like reload the game if you don't like something. So I kind of left it on there because I kind of like that. It would make build mode a little bit easier. It would kind of save me from having to reload my game sometimes if I decided I didn't like a placement right away, but I think it doesn't reduce the value as much after that either, because normally I think you would get like half the value, so it should be like 1,500. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of happy with that though. If we're gonna have to rebuy them anyway, we're gonna lose like 700 bucks on each one. So whatever. I guess we'll just sell them, and I think with that mod, it makes it a little bit better since we don't lose quite as much money. But yeah, it's definitely not worth it to use that move placeable mods on these ones. I guess that might only really be handy if you're moving something just a small distance, or I guess if it was like a really expensive building. But in that case, it kind of doesn't seem very realistic to me to be just moving a whole building anyway. So yeah, I guess that's fine, but we're pretty much good to go there, I think. I guess we better just go in, and I'm going to just kind of smooth this area out because we do have kind of a ditch here. So going to try to flatten this out a little bit before we go to plowing. So we'll just kind of go through there with the smoothing tool and get that a little bit flatter. Can always come back again and fix it up later if we want to. And then I'm going to plow it in first, but I'm probably not going to go quite to the road. And then I think I'm actually going to cut this field back a little bit. I didn't mind having it like right next to the road here just because you can't really destroy grass if you accidentally drive on it. But yeah, it's going to be sunflowers, so I would like to have a little bit more of a little bit extra safety area there beside the road just in case. But yeah, I think that is basically ready to plow in at this point. And it looks like our other worker has finished as well. So we can go in and collect this contract as well, get a whole another $927. So definitely not a huge value contract there, but they definitely add up because we could do quite a few of those in a day. But I'm also hoping that we get a few more higher value ones come up here before too long. Usually we get some that are a little bit better than that on some of these bigger fields here, but we'll have to see. I guess at this point I've kind of bought up a lot of the bigger fields, so I guess that's part of the reason why we're not really getting huge ones anymore. But there is still some decent sized fields out there. So yeah, hopefully we get a little bit more high value ones coming up here soon. But yeah, like I said, I think we are going to get rid of these trees here because we are going to be kind of converting this area, especially that that tree a little bit further north here. We're going to get that plowed up as well. But I think I am going to harvest this grass around here one last time before we kind of plow it in. You can see this field right here is at 3 out of 4 growth stages, but I think the other ones are actually at 4 out of 4, so we can basically get full yield out of those ones. So yeah, I think it might be worth it just to kind of run around quickly. They're not huge fields, but I think I can kind of mow them up quickly, and then I'll get a worker to kind of do the other steps, making them into hay and everything, and then I can just kind of come in and quickly bale them after. So how much did this? Oh wow, that thing is heavy. It's even heavier than the oak, so that's like 13 tons still. These elms are definitely pretty good size. So it might take a couple trips here, but yeah, I think it's still... I guess I could get the semi and bring that log trailer over here, but I don't know. It might still just be faster to do it with the winch, just because I don't think these ones are going to fit into the log trailer very easily. But we're going to have to kind of cut this into 2 pieces to be able to use that winch there, because our weight limit on that winch is like 8 tons or something. So yeah, I'll just get these chopped up and dragged down to our sawmill. There's actually quite a bit of wood volume in here, so that should help our sawmill out as well. Buy us some more time before we have to restock that. So I will get these cleaned up, and then yeah, hopefully by then we have some more contracts we can send some workers on, and then yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more plowing, and then we can probably get some workers started on some seeding as well. Okay, well, we got those trees moved out of the way there. I don't know. In retrospect, it might have been easier to just use the trailer because the cars were a little bit impatient trying to pass me as I was dragging those trees down the road there and ended up flipping me over. And yeah, that was just a whole big disaster there. But we eventually got it righted. Had to come use the telehandler to flip us back over, but we did eventually get it. And I already got those stumps ground out of the way, so yeah, these should be good to go. So I think I might just run around here quickly with the mower and just kind of quickly mow this stuff down. So yeah, this one is only at like 3 out of 4 on the grow stage, and like so is this one. So it shouldn't take very long to do, but I might just quickly do it with the mower, and then we'll get some workers doing like the tedding and the windrowing. And then I'll come back at the end and just quickly bale it up. Shouldn't take very long on this field over here. I have been kind of paying attention to the contracts, but nothing else is coming up at the moment. So we'll hopefully get some more soon. But yeah, I've already kind of collected everything we did. But I'm surprised we haven't seen more cultivating contracts coming up this month, honestly, because there's a lot of stuff that can be planted. We're still kind of in cotton planting month. You can also do oats or peas or potatoes or yeah, a lot of stuff that could be planted this month. So I was expecting a bunch of stuff to come up for cultivating contracts, but nothing but a little bit of weeding so far. So not quite sure what's going on with that. And then I just wanted to kind of quickly check on all of our animals and productions and everything. We're going to have to drain our slurry out fairly soon. I actually might get a worker started on that. We still have lots of food, so I'm not worried about that with the buffalo. Goats still have lots of food, and yeah, their meadow is starting to grow back. Cattle starting to get a little bit low on hay, so we'll probably try and top that up again this month. These guys are doing a little bit better. We filled that one up after, so they would probably do another month, but we might as well top those ones up or top them both up while we're doing it. And then, yeah, the horses are still all good. And then, yeah, the bakery still has a little bit of flour, still producing bread there. Our dairies still have buffalo milk. This one's starting to get a little bit low, so we will distribute our milk again this month as well. And our goat dairy is doing just fine as well. We moved some more pallets of goat milk over there last month. Our grain mill is totally out of products right now. We could actually probably shut these down so we're not wasting money on these monthly fees. We should get some more barley coming fairly soon to be able to get that back going. But yeah, I think we do have this big barley field over here. I'm still not quite sure if that's going to be enough to keep our grain mill in production all year round. So I think we are going to plant this field to oats this year again as well. And then we'll see how that goes. I do want to continue to put some corn into the rotation too at some point, but I'm not quite sure where we're going to do that. We might have to buy some more fields to be able to do that somewhere, like maybe over here we could do corn or something, but or maybe we end up doing corn on a rotation with our soybeans or something like that as well. But yeah, I think for this year again, we're going to do soybeans. And then I kind of want to see how much grain we end up with out of this one, because I would like if we could just keep our grain mill running just on this barley field, that would be ideal. And then we could kind of do this field as corn maybe. But yeah, we'll have to kind of see how that goes. We'll play it by ear. But I think for this year, we're going to do this one as oats, and then we'll just kind of pay attention to how we do or how much grain we get out of this field and how much the grain mill goes through there. So yeah, so I did bring the seeder down already with the Valtra. I think this Valtra has enough power to run this thing. I actually forgot to check, but does it tell me in my info thing? Required power is 300. Okay, so yeah, the Valtra has 420, so I should have lots of power to do that. So I think I'm going to get a worker started seeding these oats over here. Will I go start on this grass? And yeah, I didn't hook the 9RX up to this one because I'm going to use that one with the plow to go plow in that sunflower field in a second. But I'm going to get that grass mowed first. But yeah, I think we'll just get a worker hired on this field. So yeah, 2 headlands should be good. We have oats selected. So yeah, should just be able to hire that guy, and he should be able to get that one done. And I just came to check on this worker as well. And it looks like this field is planted to potatoes, and I think this one is as well, judging by these lines. So yeah, that is kind of interesting. These are the 2 little fields that are kind of right over by the shop here. So this is our vehicle shop right here. But yeah, these little 2 fields I was actually kind of eyeing up because I was thinking about buying both of these and planting them both to potatoes because they're kind of good little fields that I thought would be good for that. But looks like that was already done for us. This one is owned by Ben, but this one is owned by Walter as well. So I kind of wanted to buy this field anyway, because I still want to buy all of Walter's fields. So I think we are still going to seed some of our own potatoes in one of those fields over there, but I might try to buy both of these ones as well before harvest season, because it looks like he has, or this one is 100% fertilized, 97% yield bonus, and yeah, it looks like this one is the same. So actually, does this one? Oh, that one has weeds growing. This one doesn't. So I don't know if Ben's going to take care of those weeds or not. Hopefully he does. So I guess we will just let that worker continue planting that barley. I might try to do a little bit of planting with that thing with a grass field afterwards. But yeah, I'm going to get this thing mowed up while he does that. The only thing I think I'm going to do here is go into our construction menu. And I think I'm just going to paint in a little bit more gravel kind of down the edge of this fence here. Just because I do want to kind of get a worker to do this stuff after me here. And I don't want him kind of running or colliding into this fence here. So I did want to build kind of a road down the side of this pasture anyway, to kind of connect into our main yard here. So that should be fine for that, I believe. should be good enough for now. I do want to kind of touch that up. I still want to come around here and do a bunch more landscaping, but that's still going to have to wait for a little bit because, yeah, I just don't really want to spend the money on it right now just because I'm not quite sure we're going to have enough. So, yeah, I guess I will just quickly get all this stuff mowed up, and then I'll get a worker working on the rest of it, and I can go plow in that sunflower field. Okay, well, we got that mowing done, and then I kind of mowed outside of the actual field area, so I ran around with the windrower quickly and tried to knock all of that grass kind of back into the main fields, just because the workers won't really deal with it otherwise if it's outside of the field. So this is going to be kind of a pain with these little pieces because there's actually like 4 different tiny fields here because they're kind of broken up with roads in between. But we should just be able to kind of hire workers, and we'll just kind of keep moving them around between the 2 little fields, or the 4 little fields there. We'll just kind of move them back and forth. We'll get it tedded into hay and then get it windrowed up again, and then I should just be able to kind of run through with the baler quickly at the end and get that all done. But this guy is getting pretty close to finishing these oats over here, so I better get to work on our other spot. So we need to find our, there we go. So we'll have to jump in the 9RX here and we will get hooked onto the plow, but I did just see something else come up in the sales tab. Oh, this is part of that Nexat thing. Nexat cultivator. I do still want to try that thing at some point. Bought that DLC and still have not tried that. Might have to wait for the next series at this point. Because we don't necessarily need it right now, but yeah, I'm going to bring this plow over there. And then, yeah, I think at some point I'm going to get a worker running that slurry tanker as well, bringing the slurry down to the animal dealer there. Not that we really need the cash, or not that it's really worth much either way, but I just want to keep that thing drained out because, yeah, the only reason I'm really dealing with the slurry at all is because If it's full, it kind of like reduces your milk production by quite a bit. So yeah, that's the main reason I want to keep that drained out. So I guess we will get this plow unfolded. And yeah, it's not going to be a ton of plowing that we need to do, but we're going to cut in kind of right down here, somewhere to the front of that shed there. And then kind of fill in this whole area, and then we have to kind of just do these little patches, or these little roads in between the fields, and then get them all joined up there. So I am going to keep looking at the contracts there. I have been watching, but nothing else is really coming up that we can bother doing right now. But before I start this plowing here, I might, yeah, this guy is done. So I might just get this one folded up here, and I'm just going to get it out of the way. So I'm probably just going to get a worker to move this thing. And I'm just going to bring him back to the yard here somewhere. Maybe see if we can kind of just figure out how to get in there. Because it looks like he does need to be kind of refilled with fertilizer and seeds. Oh, I think I forgot to actually hit start job there. So let's try that again. Put that there and then actually do that. So he will hopefully figure out how to get there. Don't know where he's going. Taking the long way around, but I'm sure he'll get there eventually. And then I think we're going to get this guy fired up as well, because we do need to spray this field now that it's planted to oats. Make sure we do that. And then after this is done, I might switch it out for fertilizer and then go spray our cotton field over there. Although I wonder if I should just get the get our other worker to do that. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Okay, I'll hire this guy. Get him spraying. And then I'm going to go jump in our other AgroStar. He still has the fertilizer thing on him. So we might as well make use of that while he's still hooked up. If we end up getting more contracts coming up, I wouldn't be opposed to switching this guy out and actually getting him running like our second disker or something, getting this guy working on contracts too. But for now, I guess we might as well just use him as a fertilizer. So we will get him refilled first. So yeah, then I think we'll just try to create a job for this guy as well. Fieldwork. We'll start him in this cotton field. And yeah, hopefully he'll have enough fertilizer in here to do that whole field. I think he will, but I'm not totally sure. But yeah, I guess I will just jump back into this guy, switch it to allow create fields, and I guess we're good to go. Lower it down and get this this field plowed in. Oh, what happened here? Sally stopped unexpectedly. Which one was Sally? Is it this one? Weed, yeah. What's going on here? Why wouldn't you be able to do this? It says it's got weeds growing. Yeah, that should all work, I think. I don't know what the issue was there. But yeah, I guess I will just keep plowing. And I guess I'll have to babysit these workers. I think that other one that just completed was probably that guy tedding the hay. So I will just switch him over to the other field here quickly. But yeah, it might be a little bit of babysitting workers. But I think after I get this field plowed, I'm going to plant this one myself. But yeah, we are definitely making some pretty good progress so far. It's definitely helpful having those workers going. But I'll just get this this field plowed up here, and then we'll see you back at the yard. Okay, yeah, I think I am pretty happy with that now. We got kind of this area plowed in and then got the 3 fields connected. I'm also expanded a couple spots, just kind of made these curves a little bit nicer, going around these corners, and then kind of expanded out a little bit more out to here. We'll see what happens. I might cut some of this stuff back if it ends up being kind of a problem to get in there with any of the big implements or anything. So I figured I would go a little bit bigger than we needed off the bat. I did already kind of paint things in a little bit, so I kind of painted in the edge of the road here just so we're not kind of right up against the edge like we were. It wasn't a huge deal with the grass. It was pretty easy to deal with some of our smaller implements, but yeah, with the sunflowers, I just wanted a little bit more space around the outside, so we have kind of room to drive down this edge again. And then, yeah, same thing here. I pulled it out from the road a little bit, so we just have a little bit of extra grass strip there, so we don't have to worry about driving directly on the crop if we get off the road just a tiny bit. So yeah, it's kind of more even on both sides, and then kind of lines up with this one better a little bit as well. So this one is pretty much good to go. So we're going to leave that there for now. And yeah, this tractor is off. So let's hop back down here. This guy is getting pretty far. I think we are all done tedding at this point. So we'll get this folded up, and then I will get the windrower on there. And then I think I am going to jump down to our other tractor that was doing the seeding there, seeding our oat fields. I'm going to get that refilled. We need to refill the seeds and the fertilizer in that thing. And then I think I'm going to go seed our grass field. I'm just going to get a worker hired on these fields as well, and we'll just kind of do the same thing. They're kind of some funky looking fields, especially this one, but yeah, I think it's still just going to be easier to kind of get it windrowed up. It'll make my life a little bit easier on the baling side. So yeah, what are we going to do next here? We could go seed that grass field. That might be the easiest thing to do right now. I kind of want to do that myself. I haven't done a whole lot of seeding in this episode for how much we've got in there, but yeah, maybe I will do that. I haven't used this seeder in a while, so I think we will just... Man, why didn't he fold this up? I thought I even folded this up before I sent him over here, but I don't know. Maybe I am misremembering, but I don't even know how he got over here with that thing spread out like that. That's a little crazy. But yeah, we will get these oats topped up, and then, or well, just the seeds topped up. I guess we're going to switch that to grass. And so we should be able to, can I get through over there, or should I go around? Yeah, it's probably easier to go this way. So I guess I might as well grab some fuel while we're right here anyway. Got to go right by. And we are about half empty, so yeah, we'll get that fuel topped up. Perfect. Okay. Actually, I haven't checked in a while. Do we have any more contracts available? Okay, we have a few that came up, a little spraying. Man, I don't even know if that one's worth it to send our sprayer all the way over to that spot for that tiny little field for 500 bucks, so probably won't worry about that. But this weeding one we could definitely do, so I'm going to accept that one. And then, yeah, we should be able to pop right over there, create a job for this guy. And which field was that? This one right here. So hopefully he can figure out how to get over there. And yeah, I will just drive down to this grass field and we'll start planting that. Okay, we got our new grass field all planted up here, so it should be good to go. It's a little bit funky to plant with some of those corners, but luckily we don't really have to do that ever again, or we shouldn't if all goes to plan. But we will have to run our kind of grass equipment around here, but it doesn't have quite the same working width, so it should be a little bit easier to manage in the corners and stuff like that. The lines just don't do a very good job of kind of planning out the corners. Like if you have to do a long curve like that, they kind of follow the tractor, or like the line that the tractor follows is kind of spaced out perfectly, but it doesn't really take into account that the trailer doesn't follow that same path. So yeah, you kind of just have to do it manually around those corners, or just kind of pay attention to what you're doing. But dog is kind of wandering around her fields here. He's just chilling here, watching us work. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. I think I'm gonna have to end this episode here. Didn't get quite as much done as I was hoping, but yeah, things are taking a little bit longer, even with all the workers' help. We did get that other contract finished over there, so I can actually go in there and collect that one as well. We'll get a little bit of extra from there. Do we have anything else come up again? Not really. Nothing we can do anyway, or nothing that I want to bother with. So yeah, I didn't quite get as far as I was hoping in this episode, but we did get quite a bit done, and we're going to be picking up again right where we left off here, finishing up that other stuff I was talking about, and then we could probably head into April, and then we'll have even more stuff. Like I think April we will plant our soybeans, but we'll have lots of other stuff to do with like fertilizing and spraying and stuff like that. I don't think we have to spray the grass fields; that those don't really require weeding, but we'll have to go back and weed the sunflower field once we get those planted. I'm not really sure about the potatoes. I'm not sure how that works, if you have to weed those or not. I guess I did, like I had to run that contract on that potato field over there. So yeah, maybe we do have to weed the potatoes after as well. So yeah, anyway, I'm just rambling on like crazy again, but yeah, lots more to do in the next episode. So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap this one up here. So I hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Thank you a ton for watching, and I will see you again soon in the next one.